and you burn 30 of them, checking that you're not actually getting mate, and then you take on a4. King h2. This is a mistake, but for the same reasons.
Queen a4.
Yeah, Queen a4 just somehow became stronger. I have no idea why it became stronger, but it became stronger.
But also,
hang
is
on
it
a
really
second.
perpetual? King b6, Queen b8, King a6, and then I can cover Queen a7, Queen c8, King b6. But I do allow Rook c2.
King b6 played, and also here this is not zeros. It was zeros with the king on g2, but not here. I wonder why. So check.
Rook on f2 is hanging.
Ah, no, this is so massive. This is so massive. When we play Queen a7, the rook on f2 is not protected.
So just to share with our viewers, check.
Queen a7.
Make a perpetual.
And I assume with the king on g2 we play something like Queen f8 here.
Right.
Check.
Here, just Queen b7.
Just Queen b7. And we've sort of stabilized, because we will be playing King a7 next move after Queen c4 check.
And in this position, if I play something like Queen f8, attacking the rook, I lose the rook because my king is not on g2. Oops.
Wow.
Yeah, I wonder why Fabi chose h2 and not g2. That really, this is maybe the first decision I don't quite understand.
Yeah, in what position is king better on h2, right?
Yeah.
Right. And finally, Alireza did get a little buffer on his clock.
1 hour 39. Sorry, 1
minute 39.
Yeah. You still have to start by Queen b8 check, because like currently Queen d8 threatens win in 1, basically, because it actually catches the queen on a8, and all the rook endings are completely winning with the b pawn being where it is.
Exactly.
So you have to start by giving a check on b8, and after King a6, the best line on my screen currently is h4, h5.
8, of course.
Just doing something.
Natural.
Basically, it says all of our pieces are on best squares. Checks actually make our position worse.
Right.
Let's put a pawn on the better square. Yeah. And then after rook g2, we take and we play king h3, and we hope we don't lose that queen.
Oh, I think we've got check.
Fabi has less time.
I think we've got a check on rook d3.
Yeah, we do, but we might actually be losing this, right?
Take and a4.
Take and b3 or a4.
Oh shoot!
I have a feeling. We're not surviving that. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not surviving that. So king b5 is not being suggested to me by
the computer,
by my screen. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Fabi under a minute.
Blundering a rook.
Yeah. Once again, unclear how easy that is on the as little time as they have. But
once again, we think Queen d7, d8 is a winning threat.
Pretty much
for Alireza.
I think it wins.
And therefore, Queen b8 check has been our main line. But playing h4, h5, that's
not easy at all.
Yeah, come on, that really is not easy.
King a6 will be played.
Okay,
I don't think.
Queen a8 check instantly, and big moment. Queen a7. Queen a7.
Isn't that just much better now for black?
He is, yeah. He is.
Queen a7.
Of course, Firouzja is going to go for it.
Yeah.
He even has more time
He might be
now.
tempted to repeat a couple of times, but I think he also knows he might not get a second opportunity, because Fabi might decide against it if this reappears. So yeah, Queen a7, Queen c8 check, strictly the only move, because f2 is hanging.
Right.
We go Queen b7, and if Queen c4 check, we go King a7. And we are prepared to play something like Queen b6 or Queen c6 or something.
And I think the king has ended up perfect.
Absolutely.
Black's king just suddenly it's lived its charmed life.
And white's rook.
Yeah, Queen c4 check. You have to play King a7, but not a difficult. Decision.
Happily so. And now after King a7, Black is thinking about moves such as Queen to c6. And
yeah, Rook
there
c2.
You go. Rook
c2, very good move, I think, in practical terms.
Necessary.
And the only move to get a big advantage is Queen b7, d7, apparently.
Yeah, that looks
Queen
logical.
d7?
Yeah, just to give your king.
What about Queen c5 check?
I guess we go King
b7.
b7, and if you
He's
take
played Queen d7 instantly, by the way. Check just to protect the pawn.
Yeah.
King a6.
Just go King a6 for now.
Then King b7.
And then
that makes a lot more sense.
Right.
I was looking at a variation with rook coming down to d2, a queen ending, if you will, but I thought my b pawn was more past.
And the issue for Fabi is that in all of these positions, you can't actually stop rook d2. So you are going to have to defend that queen ending, and you arguably burn some time. The position with the queen on b8 and the pawn on h5 that I was advocating for, the black king was worse on a6.
Right.
So you've improved black's coordination here a little bit by giving all of these checks. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can see Fabi shaking his head because
Well, he's a pawn down. There's a passer. Black has this huge pass pawn on the b4 square. It's not that far from promotion.
So rook d2, and also I see on my screen the engine improving by playing rook b6 and starting to create threat of just pushing the b pawn further down the board.
Makes
if you do
sense.
nothing, I can play rook b6 and then maybe even queen b7 next move to really reinforce the idea of b3.
I do see a lot of head shaking suddenly from Fabi. And also I like that whole king b7 setup. So
And below a minute against 3, by the way, Alireza is untold reaches.
Yes.
Untold reaches for somebody who's been down to under a minute for very, very many moves. Is now firmly in control on the clock. Healthy pawn up.
Queen c5 has to be played, and just to put black's king on a6.
Okay.
And then once again, it goes h5, and it gives black a choice.
I was going to say, I don't have too many useful moves. h5, h6, then what do I do?
King g2. It really does do that. It just says, okay, I have now exhausted all of my good options. These are my bad options. Do with them what you will. You know?
Okay.
10 seconds for Fabi.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa,
Is he aware?
Whoa.
I hope so.
He is
And he's
like,
not even reaching.
Oh, no.
He's going down.
Jeez, 2 seconds.
With 2 seconds.
good peripheral vision there, because that really did look like maybe he's lost control of the clock. Wow, and queen f2. And if you start going back to squares such as f2,
My
Can I
spidey sense
take
is
on
tingling.
yeah,
A4?
b3 is just winning. b3 followed by queen takes a4.
Oof.
Immediate queen takes a4 is also winning, but why not push the rook away from the c file?
Exactly.
Well, on queen a4, maybe rook c7, right?
Yeah, but it goes
Rook
queen
b6.
g1 and then runs with the king. Typical computer conversion. So it's your board. Queen takes
Yeah.
a4, but just put it on the board.
Queen
rook
takes
c7, it just
a4.
goes queen d1. And says,
then-
yes, you have a few checks, but the king will be on a4 in 3 moves' time.
But rook c5. No, no,
Yeah, and then it will be on b3 in 3 moves' time.
Wow, okay. This is...
And
Queen
then you
f7?
will run out of checks. And black is now basically threatening
I'm
mate
still in
with their
disbelief
own
here.
checks.
I know. I mean, you go check to f7, I'll go king c3.
Rook c5.
I'll go king
King-
b2.
Queen a2. I
No, king
don't-
b2, I think. But yeah, but this
king
is
b2.
This is a very computerish conversion. But if you start with b3, none of that happens, which is why I think b3 is just such a lovely move to make.
It is a
Rook has to go to
very-
either e2 or b2 because allowing rook d2
That's much
resigns the
better.
game immediately.
Right.
And then we take on a4. And we get all the benefits of being 2 up now
Well,
without
going
any of
B3.
the drawbacks.
yeah, b3 for sure.
What a turnaround.
Because you have to keep your rook on the second rank. But I'm not even sure about queen takes a4. But rook b3, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm converting this comfortably. I feel.
Rook d3 third best because queen takes
Third.
f6 check is a pawn. Yeah. Rook b6 is easily winning.
Stop.
Queen takes a4 is completely winning. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go rook b6. I just forgot about the f6 pawn with
But
check.
why aren't we picking another one?
Queen a4, right?
Yeah.
wanted to-
Yasser, come on.
Yeah.
What
that's
happened
true.
to you?
Yes. It's true. I wanted to dominate with this queen in the center, but a4 is delish.
There's just no reason not to.
And by the way, he went down to, did you say 2 seconds?
Yes,
2 seconds,
he did,
yes.
he did.
And
2
it's not
seconds.
looking any better.
He can
No.
include queen e2 check here, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm playing queen b5.
What?
No, I was saying queen e2 right now.
Yeah.
For queen
Ah,
e4.
And
rook b2
there-
wasn't on the board yet. Ah, okay.
Yeah, there goes pawn number 2, by the way. Queen takes a4.
Took that fast.
Yes, he did.
He was ready.
Johnny on the spot. Rook b6, queen d4.
Yeah, and after queen e2 check, I think a human decision would be just play queen b5. But the engine goes king a7 and then rook b6. And then says, I have everything protected, I'm 2 up, and they are kind of far advanced.
I think that's it.
Queen f3. Okay, queen
just-
f3 is kind of forcing black to play rook b6, which is
Yeah.
a move they want to make anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah, no,
Definitely. And
this
has
has gone
south completely.
This has gone, very, very pear-shaped for Fabi. I don't really see how this gets saved.
No.
after rook b6. Rook b6, any check, we play queen b5. You can maybe put the queen on g8. We're not blundering mate in 1. We go like king a7, rook b7. After that, there are... Because it makes the race... both of them will need to...
So,
which one are you giving up, f6 or h7?
f6. Queen b... Exactly.
Queen a3.
Queen a3. Okay, tickling the pawn. Pardon me, tickling the rook.
Yeah, extremely clean conversion,
if
actually.
you move the rook, just b2, right?
Right?
Yeah, no, he just wants to win fast. He does not want to...
He wants to win like an engine, yeah.
Yeah, do the long conversion. Yeah, queen d2. Now we can play queen b4, and we've improved one more piece.
No question about
Not
it. That
even
is a
losing.
much better conversion. Queen a3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Accuracy
very, very impressed by how Alireza
is handled.
treated this game once he took over. After that
Agreed.
queen a8 move. I think he did not put a single foot wrong after queen a8. I think most of his decisions were absolutely spot on.
Yeah. You know, I must say that in their heyday, the accuracy of both Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov was remarkable. Has Magnus, I mean, they queen a3, queen b4.
And he's been playing on what feels like a minute for about 2 hours now. I'm not.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not
And
even
you're not
kidding,
joking either. It really does.
It's now 6 p.m. where we are, and I think, yeah, definitely from 4:30 he was playing on a minute an increment.
Queen d8. Well,
Queen c3
we don't,
now?
you don't
Yeah,
have
never lost. I don't even see why not a4.
Yeah,
Like, what's the threat?
exactly.
I thought queen c3 just wins on the spot, because what do you do with your rook? 28 seconds. Yeah, sometimes when
A4, this allows rook d2 actually. There is a reason not to make this move, because
And
after
he did play rook d2 right
yeah,
away.
he has to activate some pieces at least.
Right.
And now only 2 moves win, shockingly.
No.
Queen takes e4 and queen c4. Everything else is somehow
So
a
what's
draw.
wrong with rook b7, let's say? Just prophylaxis?
Rook
move?
d5, maybe?
d5 with the idea of
Ouch.
I mean, b2, rook d7, rook b7, rook d5 is a draw. This is the point.
This might happen.
You know what? This game is back on.
wow. Queen takes e4. Yeah, a4.
And once again, with the idea of running, just taking away...
He's going for b2.
Here it comes. Magic moment. And Fabi's heart must just flutter because
he
I'm
knows.
absolutely sure.
Well, he has no
he
other
spotted
choices.
Rook,
Like, it's either that or resigns. So
Right.
he will play it.
rook check.
I am very willing. Because everything else is just resigns. Yeah,
and
check.
he's done it. And you can make a queen,
Wow.
but this is one of those perpetual checks.
Oh my
Black has
God.
What
an
a
extra
save.
rook, and it's still a draw.
What a save. Extra rook, extra queen.
That's maybe my most impressive commentator's curse ever.
And the game's, yeah.
In my entire
I think
career.
Alireza just saw it.
I think he figured it out
Yes,
now,
yeah.
but he has no choice because
King a6 is probably losing.
King a6 you lose to Queen c8 and then Rook a7.
10 seconds for Alireza. He goes Rook b7.
Yeah, and there's like Rook takes b7 loses.
Rook
Everything.
Rook takes b7,
Oh no!
and he did it
Oh
instantly.
no!
Fabi had 3 minutes. Oh no.
I'm speechless.
Rook d5 was a draw.
And now it's a reasonably trivial run up the board because you can't stop it. You get to b5 and then you either progress forward or you play Queen c5 if the
Well,
check.
the king just walks up the board towards your pawn and nurses it to coronation.
Oh my!
There was just a draw on the spot with Rook d5, and it's. I mean, you know, you give him this
hard to
position
see,
in a
right?
puzzle rush,
Of course,
and he
yeah.
sees it instantly. Oh my goodness!
I guess mentally Fabio already resigned, and that's why he didn't find the draw.
Probably, yeah. But also, that's exactly what Yasser said. If you don't know it exists, if you don't know it's there,
You're not looking for
yeah,
it.
black has a pawn on b2 and a move, and you're creating a threat of sort of one check, and you expect there is a way to stop that one check, which will be efficient enough. But
Right.
turns out no.
Oh,
And he
my
also rushed.
goodness.
He had 3 minutes. He could have
He did
thought
have
about
3 minutes.
it.
He should have, yeah.
Wow.
I guess the move just did not occur to him, because if he realized it was a move he could make, he would have spent some time on it.
Right.
But he thought rook takes b7 is the only legal move that stops b1 from happening on the board.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, or maybe he
realized
thought
it or
this is a
not.
perpetual, but this really doesn't look like a perpetual.
Not even close.
No.
No. King
Queen
is
d5,
running.
queen c5, queen b7, queen b6, and then I get to
Right.
b4 and you resign.
Right.
Yeah, it's not even
But I
remotely
think
close.
Alireza did see rook d5 because you could see in his body language when he was playing rook b7. It's like, oh no.
The pause before rook b7
Yeah.
is a very clear indication that he spotted rook d5.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you just blitz out rook b7 very confidently.
Exactly. And this is what we imagine.
No, this is just
Alireza
over. King gets to a2, and then we play queen b3, and then all of our guys
are
kind of
beautiful.
all come home.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That save would have
Wow.
changed everything for the rest of the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, now just 2-3 more moves and no more checks.
So we were allowing Alireza to the skies for his accurate play. He allows us one trap that exists in the entire position. He falls right into it, and Fabi doesn't.
Yeah,
take
somehow we
advantage.
managed to improve on our commentator's curse by cursing two people.
men.
Two people. Within a 30-second span, we managed to.
Just a second. Let us congratulate ourselves. I mean, it's rather rare.
Job well done.
Well done.
Job absolutely well done here.
Queen b6, as expected, and now it's simple. We just come forward.
Go forward, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
not really very difficult anymore.
Yeah, I think it'll be better for Fabi if he doesn't check after the game than
Yeah.
he
He
used
will.
to draw. But
Somebody will tell
Somebody
him.
will.
Oh,
Somebody will
you
tell
know
him.
they will.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is no way to completely avoid it these days. Yeah,
And
there
Fabi
it
has
is.
had
Resigns. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Alireza. Great start.
Big time, huge result as Alireza wins with the black pieces, the only win of the round, and it couldn't be more significant for the
Very
GCTV.
tense at the board, actually. Like I expected them to already be talking about it, but yeah, now they are. Now they're back to.
And
he's saying rook g5. This is clearly
Yes,
asking about.
and I
rook-
think Fabi is kind of stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like what?
Rook to d5.
Was there any queen b5 or
Let's see if we can get into the playing hall.
They're
I
not
don't know.
mic'd up, so we
Oh,
can't
of
hear.
course. Apologies. But that is exactly what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
Rook
this is,
A5.
he's saying b1 rook a5 and it's a draw. Yeah, he says I don't know because he doesn't know, but we know.
Yes. And Fabi shaking his head, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Peter,
Let's revisit
for the
that.
audience,
Yeah, let's
if you
revisit
don't
that.
mind. It is a remarkable moment.
So it began